The magistrate presiding over the case of Duduzile Zuma Sambundla, he doesn't see the case. He doesn't see where they are going with this whole thing. But anyway, let them go to the High Court, right? But he has already told them. The state responds to say, listen, we have a case. There's a person that was once arrested and convicted because of this. So we have a case. The state says, look, this man says, oh, okay, it's fine. Duduzile Zuma says, listen, these people don't have a case. But, we will continue. We will monitor, right? Hey, manje guys, I'm scared. You know why I'm scared? Mina angazi ukuthi ngizothini. So it is a criminal offense to say we see you. Now I'm scared to say I see you. What must I say? What is the synonym of I see you? What is the synonym of that? Because I'm scared. I'm going to say I see you, and the next thing the police will be like, hey Baba, you said we'll see you. You said you see, look, I see you. And because of that, you must be arrested for that. Yeah, right? So, how do I substitute the word I see you? Which synonym? Look, what is the synonym of the word I see you? What would be the synonym of the word I see you? Because I'm avoiding using the word I see you because it might get me, it got to Duduzile Zuma. So who am I? Right, so we'll talk about the magistrate. Let's start with the magistrate anyway. The magistrate presiding over that, giving Duduzile Zuma a warning instead of even this magistrate wouldn't even care to take this 3,000. He was like, I mean, 3,000 yen, right? I'm not gonna take this 3,000 yen. No, ibambe njinjala nginamsebenzi nayo. Wena Duduzile Zuma ngizokurelease warning, and it ends there. And that's what the magistrate did. But I want you to listen to the magistrate here.
There is nothing in the affidavit of the investigating officer to even remotely suggest that there would be any risk in releasing you on bail. There has been no conditions that have been submitted, and I don't think I could, but I don't think in this case there are any reasons or basis for me to impose any conditions on you with regard to your release on bail. There was exceptional circumstances which I considered in terms of Section 60, I think it is subsection 4 of the Criminal Code. It must meet the requirement of the interest of justice. And the interest of justice is a valued judgment that the court takes into account taking into account the various factors enumerated by the legislature. So the legislature has gone to the extent of prescribing what is not in the interest of justice. For example, if you were to interfere, there's a likelihood that you would interfere with state witnesses, with investigation. But there is a total absence of any such factors or circumstances which have been placed before me. So I accept that your whole host of favorable circumstances, coupled with the attitude of the state and whatever you've disclosed in your affidavit, those exceptional circumstances do, in the interest of justice, permit your release on bail. I am also obliged in terms of Section 60, subsection 9, to take into account a whole host of circumstances or factors. For example, the need for you to consult with your legal representative. When is it likely that the matter would indeed proceed to trial, if it does indeed proceed to trial? These are all factors which the legislature has enumerated that the court must take into account. So considering the matter holistically, I am satisfied then that those exceptional circumstances do, in the interest of justice, permit your release on bail. Regarding just on those factors, if I may just mention that the bail legislation, one is, it's not geared towards making factual conclusions, but when they amended the bail legislation in 1998, it was designed for the court to make an informed prognosis of what is likely to happen and not happen. And in view of all the circumstances placed before me, I can see nothing negative in releasing you on bail. The amount of 3,000 rand was suggested. I think, although not directly implicit in the submissions by the state, is that perhaps it has some degree of symbolism attached to it. I don't think the court should be in the business of making orders which are symbolic. We should be dealing with the matter as the facts appear before us, and having invited the parties to make a submission thereon. I therefore decline to fix an amount of bail. In terms of Section 72 of the Criminal Procedure Act, I think all the circumstances in this case point to you being released on warning in terms of Section 72 of the Act.
As the court pleases you.
As pleases the court.
I have an indictment which needs to be served upon the accused. The date for transfer to the High Court is 20th March 2025.
Thank you. Have we served that on the group? That's I've got the copy.
It's the other one.
So for the purposes of record, the indictment, which include the summary of the substantial facts consisting of 5 paragraphs, and the list of witnesses is marked Exhibit C. And I confirm, Ms. Zuma Sambudla, do you confirm that you've received the indictment? Okay, and it contains the summary of substantial facts and the list of witnesses. Thank you very much. I confirm that it has been duly served. And don't we have a notice of trial as well when we serve it?
The notice of trial is attached to the copy that is given to you.
Oh, it's not on this copy. All right. So, Ms. Zuma Sambudla, the matter is transferred to the Durban High Court, which is currently just housed in the opposite end of this building. I see there's no court specified, but I'm sure Mr. Mpofu will assist in that regard. For the 20th of March this year, at 8:30, the matter is being postponed as a provisional date. So depending on what happens, and the matter will then be adjourned either for a pre-trial and then a trial, but depends what happens. But please report to court that the Durban High Court on the 20th of March this year at 8:30. Should you fail to appear, a warrant for your arrest will be authorized, and you may then be kept in custody pending finalization of this matter. Do you understand, Ms. Zuma Sambudla? Do you understand? Thank you very much. Mr. Mpofu, anything?
Your Worship, I'm afraid there is.
Yeah.
Just a small matter. Your Worship, yes, we've just now been served with the indictment.
Yes.
And I know that the decision on bail has been made, Your Worship. But since this is a matter of public interest, I would like to remark on the fact that this so-called terrorism charge, Your Worship, seems to be out of sync with what my learned friend says was the complaint. According to him, the complaint was as incitement to public violence and the incitement to malicious injury to property. So it's just to say, Your Worship, once again, at the appropriate forum, the issue of malice will be dealt with, because it's not clear now where the terrorism came from. It seems to be just a need to create drama and to elevate this to a Schedule 6 offense artificially. And I'm not, again, accusing my learned friend personally, but as a matter of concern, it has to be said that this whole business smells with something fishy.
Mr. Mpofu, yeah, I think those issues, Mr. Gengia, you intend to bring or make representation to the National Director. Although it has been authorized by the National Director, we obviously know that when representations are made, it includes representations by the accused, as opposed to just considering the state's case. So that's always at your disposal, but it can be sorted out in due
To
course.
accept that.
Thank you.
With respect to your words, I think that I would like to reply to a certain submission by my colleagues that these things were escalated. Your Worship, sometimes the complainant may make a charge and say, somebody has come to my house and done certain things.
Yeah.
Further investigations reveal that he had a firearm in his possession. It doesn't mean we can't charge him with fire. The complainant said one thing, the investigation revealed that it was an act of criminality.
Yeah.
That is why there's a bad case. I think we mustn't now try, because the media is present,
Yes,
to play.
no, I understand, but I think what I've suggested would be the ideal, make those representations.
We accept that.
Yes, thank you very much. All right, thank you, Ms. Zuma Sabutla. 20th of March, Durban High Court, Hapasate released on warning. I'm indebted to all of you for having worked through the short adjournment. Thank you.
When Najumuhleli, right, wherever you are, do you see a case? Do you think that the state have a case against Duduzile Zuma Sambundla, or it's one of those things where people are just doing whatever they want to do because they are people, I don't know. Mina, from where I'm seated, that's why I said when I reported about this from the first place, I said to you guys, I will wait to see, but I'm hoping and wishing that they will present us with evidence. They will show us something else. Yeah, the state again now, but I'm going to play you a video. The state said that they do have an evidence and they believe that this case will go far. This case is going to be prosecuted successfully. That's what they said. Yeah, so we don't disagree with them. They don't know. They know what they have. We don't know what they have, so let's wait for them to show us what they have. But at this particular juncture, as of me talking to you, like really, guys, really, I don't see the success of this. But yeah, let's start here. If you are not yet subscribed, what are you waiting for? Come on, good people, because to subscribe, it is free. To like the video, it is free. To comment in the comment section below, it is free of charge. To click the notification bell, it is free of charge. To share this video, it is free of charge. To watch this video until the end, it is free of charge. Also, good people, come on, to watch the ads, it's free of charge, and that's how you financially contribute to this YouTube channel. Speaking about financially contribution to the channel, you can become a member of this YouTube channel from as little as 20 Rand a month. You can also use the super thanks button. In case you don't want to do that, guys, there is a way where you can use my media company banking details to donate to the channel, and you know what I'm saying, we'll bring you more, and also guys want to buy more equipment. So the power is in your hands. Please do the honorable thing as we proceed. Okay, now let's proceed here. And then we have the issue of okay, beside the fact that the magistrate doesn't believe that we see you in prison, for we see you. Okay, beside the fact that the magistrate said that the state anyway believes that they have a case. They argued before court that, you know what, magistrate, please don't rush us. We know we have a case here. They give an example to say there was a guy, it's called Duduzile or what, who was once arrested for that, but obviously context will differ. But they are saying that the context is the same and everything is the same. So we say, oh, okay, we'll wait to see. I'm really interested to see that. But yeah, the case is postponed to wait. I think it's the 20th of March, if I'm not mistaken. The case will be back in court. So they've got a full month of February to go and do their investigation. Look, I'm just hoping and wishing that come that day, they will show us, or they will give us something tangible. With that being said, let's listen to the state here arguing good one that they've got a case here.
Prosecution of this type of case, which is not true. Dumiseni Zuma who was responsible or instigated or incited the burning of Brookside Mall was convicted and sentenced to 12 years imprisonment. And the circumstances of that case was very similar to this one. Mr. Zuma, in his matter, posted on social media certain suggestions to people encouraging violent activity. So it is not true that there were no successful prosecutions of unrest matters.
But I wouldn't know that, Mr. Gabriel.
Indeed, Your Worship, I'm dealing with in response.
Yes, I'm saying in paragraph 7, the only evidence that has been disclosed to me is an affidavit by an unknown, as far as we are concerned, complainant, alleging evidence to suggest that the applicant has committed, amongst other things, acts of violence, imminent violence, or incitement to commit violence.
Indeed, Your Worship, I'm addressing the issue that the state has a weak case, and I am saying to you that we successfully prosecuted a similar case. One, we've considered the facts in this case, and we believe that we have a strong case. Let me stop my submission on that day.
Yes.
So to say that the state has a weak case is not a given fact.
Yes, but I'm saying I'm unable to make any ruling on that, in the sense that the only evidence implicating the applicant before court is you make mention of an affidavit by a complainant, and then it concludes in paragraph 7 of Exhibit B. This she did through her social media account. Further investigations support the allegations by the complainant. So as far as this court is concerned,
I appreciate that.
I don't know exactly what the allegations are.
I take Your Worship's point, but
Thank
as
you.
long as Your Worship is aware that there were further investigations and they support.
Okay, now ask again. Ubankos Kanyele says this is a strategy to keep them busy. I've got that video. Maybe I'm not gonna insert it because it will have too much. We will have too much videos here, or maybe I should. I think so. But when you listen to Bongosi, and you are saying, "What evidence do we have?" You kind of feel like, we are hoping and wishing that they want to present something else on the table. Because if they can't present anything on the table, that will mean that Bongosi was right when he says that this is a strategy to keep them busy with court for cases that never existed. And I'm just wondering, for crying out loud, don't we have a system where, or things in place where, in a case where the state abuses its power to wrongfully try you before court of law, don't you have maybe a way of suing them? Because, I mean, people should know that you don't waste state resources in pursuing cases that are meaningless. And that's my worry. Do not waste state resources pursuing cases that are meaningless, right? Let's look. We're going to use the state resources to pursue cases that have deeper meaning, sentimental values and everything. Like, you've got to have something, concrete before you come for a person, not just to arrest people. For the why? No, we refuse that. What's your take, When? I don't agree with that. Because Lenda Shua Zuma, we're all gonna end up in court. Why are we gonna end up in court? They will tell us we have arrested you. Why? Because we feel that you Suzile Wanuga. Because of that Sukbopa and Bazokbopa fell. And they will arrest you for sure. So the question is why? But for now, maybe I'm a bit harsh on them. Let's give them the benefit of the doubt and say that they will come around and they will give us something concrete. I can't wait. The point of departure is we see you, and that's the case. We see you. And you know what's funny? All those tweets are still there. They have not yet been deleted. And that's the funny part about it. All those tweets are still there. So I'm looking at what is it that they are going to produce? What is it that they are going to rely on? That's my interest. Duduzile Zuma says the state case is weak. I can't help but agree that I think here you guys don't have a case. I don't know. Let's leave it here. We'll see each other on the next episode.